Hey guys, Braydoz here, and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. Today, I am building Quirky Bungalow, which is I watched Lord of the Rings and wanted to build an old-style house. Not really, I just sort of wanted to build an older-style house. Something different and quirky, obviously, as the name suggests, but this house is a one-bedroom... Wow, my voice just died then. This house is a one-bedroom, one-bathroom house, so it's very, very small, like, in terms of actual size. But as the description will read, if you get this house on the gallery, and yes, it is up on the gallery if you want to put it into your game. But as it reads, not a lot of space, but it makes up for it with spades of charm, or something along those lines. I don't know actually what it says, because I don't pay attention to those things. But you'll notice the house is very strangely shaped. You can sort of see the roof coming together now. And it's sort of, as I like to think of it, a head and shoulders shape. So you've got the head at the top, and then it sort of moves down the neck into the shoulders, and then curves around, and then back down into the arms. So it looks quite cool. I've seen some older style houses doing this sort of thing. And I like the look of it, so I decided, hey, let's do it in The Sims 4. But it's basically just designed to be something different, you know? Everybody builds, or anybody can build, and does build, including myself, just, you know, pretty generic houses. And while they are nice, I mean, they're nice houses, not so much generic, but they're all the same sort of style. I wanted to build something different for once, because I don't innovate all that much, to be perfectly honest, so I wanted to this time. And I liked the way this house turned out. So I did start building on this lot that you're seeing now, and I decided, yeah, no, it's too small. I needed a bit more width. I needed about 2 other blocks to the left and to the right, or 1 each. And I decided to move just next door. I bulldozed the house and moved the house there and finished up the building. But this house is about 108,000 or 110. Go away. 110,000 simoleons all up, I believe, is the price, or thereabouts. I love the garden in this house. I love landscaping in The Sims 4. I know I've said it before, but I really do. They've done a fantastic job with that, and you can really make a house with the landscaping. God, they look good when you do some good landscaping. I just love them. I wish we had terrain tools, but at least they make up for it with some awesome other landscaping tools. Also, Sims is 15 years old today. The franchise turned 15. Damn, I've only been playing it for 6. Please don't hate me, I'm sorry. But yeah, I can't even believe it's been around for that long. I've known it's been around for that long. I remember when I was little, I heard about The Sims when it was a relatively new franchise, but I never really played it. I started playing it sort of at the end of The Sims 2 and towards The Sims 3. So Sims 3 is my definitive Sims for me. That's why I'm so attached to it, because that's like the first Sims game I really played heavily. Because like I said, I haven't been into The Sims for all that long. SimCity, however, I've been into it since like 2000. I've been into that for a very, very long time. But yeah, it turns 15. Happy birthday, The Sims. It's been a great life for The Sims, actually, and it is still going strong. Also, proof that it's still going strong, first expansion pack has been announced, and the trailer's gone up. I haven't seen the trailer yet, actually. I don't know why I haven't seen the trailer yet. That's my own stupid fault for not looking at it. But I believe it's called Get to Work, the Get to Work expansion, or something along the lines of that. I don't even know what it's called, but it looks to me like, and this is just quoting somebody on Twitter who said this, a mix of ambitions and open for business, which I think is like the best combination for a Sims expansion I've heard of in a long time, except for Island Paradise. God, I love that game. But yeah, open for business and ambitions, that's a pretty damn good expansion. And I think open for business, or an open for business style pack, will work really, really well inside of The Sims 4, just because you can have so many people interacting and doing things properly on one lot at the one time. So doing that in a shop will just look so good. And my dog's barking. Hopefully you can't hear her in the mic. I'll just talk louder, which I'm sure is something you all want. But as you can see, the house is starting to come together. You've got the basic shape of the house. The colors on the outside undergo a few different iterations. You end up with a few different sort of color styles. It ends up with, I'm not sure what color the bricks are at the end. I'm not sure if they're sort of a gray or if they end up being the red, but it is sort of like a pinky, about that sort of color, sort of weatherboard on the outside, which I like. It's cute and it's quirky. I mean, the house is meant to be quirky. It's named Quirky Bungalow, so of course it's going to be quirky. That's what I love about it. That's why I like this house so much. And this, for me, is one of those houses where it's not the best house you've ever built. In fact, it's far from it. But you just really like it. There's just, for some reason, you really like it and you get attached to it. I just do like this house. No, it's not the best house I've ever built. And no, it's not the worst house I've ever built. but I like it. I'm very happy with it. I like the style of it, and I don't know. There's something about it. It's quirky. It's quirky. I love the quirks of it. You know, it's cool. It's weird, but in a good way, as the dictionary defines quirky, which is exactly what this house is. So to walk you through the house, basically, you walk into a center section, and this house is very much mirrored. The back is the same as the front, and each side is the same, at least for the sort of exterior structure. The interior structure is all messed up. Well, not messed up, but mixed up. So that wall, that room that I just painted now is the main living room. This is the kitchen, and then the other room on the other side is the dining room. And upstairs, you've got a bathroom and a bedroom, which is nice. All the rooms are pretty good size. As I said, this house is quirky, so it's got sort of mixes of old style and some sort of modern features as well, some newer style things. Sort of a mismatch, just a little bit of everything, which is what I wanted to do, and I think it turned out quite well. It's cute. It is an adorable house. I love it. It's just so cute to look at. It's adorable. I like it. I really do like it. But yeah, it's very mismatchy, and that's one of the things I like about it. That's one of its quirks. There's a lovely little fireplace there. I like fireplaces, and I use cheats as well in this, so BB move objects on. Haha! I believe that was a joke, actually, when the coders or the developers of the game decided, you know what, we're going to put cheats in, but we're going to make it really difficult to put that in. Yeah, no, don't do that. That sucks. Make it easy to put in. What was wrong with move objects on? Why do you have to put bb.move objects on? That just makes it so much more difficult. That's like 3 extra characters you have to type, and they're in completely different places on the keyboard. Like, you've got to reach all the way down to put a full stop in. Stop, please. It's terrible. But yeah, so Cities XXL comes out tomorrow as well. At least for me. All this stuff that I'm talking about in this video is happening the day before you're watching it. Or actually, if you're in, like, maybe the United States, depending on when you're watching this and when it gets uploaded. But most likely Europe and Asia. Or maybe not Asia. Maybe Europe, I think. If you're in Europe, it will probably... Oh, no, probably the States. Not Europe, the States. Jesus Christ, I'm getting all confused. What are the time zones? Yeah, Europe is closer to us. Okay, if you're in the States, then it might still be the 5th of February. But it will be the 6th for me when this goes up. And it's weird for me as well. When I upload videos, despite it being the 5th for me, it will say it's uploaded on the 4th. Or if I uploaded it on the 12th, it'll say it was uploaded on the 11th, even though I clearly looked at my calendar and it said it was uploaded on the whatever number I said in the first place. Jesus, I don't even remember. But yeah, YouTube's weird like that. YouTube is weird. I am bouncing around from topic to topic, which is pretty much what I always do in these videos. I think it's just sort of rambling and trying to fill in space. But I like it. So this is the kitchen. The kitchen, as I said, is sort of a old style with newer hints of modern life or something. I don't know. I'm trying to sound fancy. It's not working. But I do really like the kitchen. I like the sort of wallpaper that is on the sides, and then the nice sort of light. It's almost white, actually, those bricks on the back. I like them. They look sleek, but they don't look really square and modern. They're sort of... I don't know, they're like normal bricks are. They're sort of all over the place, not quite matched up perfectly. And I like that. That's what I wanted. I spent quite a bit of time on the kitchen. I was going to actually finish the kitchen where it was there, but then I decided to put this in with a sink because I realized I didn't have a sink. Yes, I remembered that I didn't have a fridge because when I built the room red, I didn't have a fridge. So I remember this time. Don't worry. I've got a little checklist now in my head that I have to go through. Like, do I have this? Do I have that? That said, I will probably still forget stuff, and you guys will yell at me in the comments. So, yeah. Sorry, my bad. Anyway, yeah, moving into the... Well, not moving into the kitchen, we're already in the kitchen. I was trying to figure out where to put the fridge, because I definitely wanted that fridge, and I was going to put it sort of beside the sink, but then that looked too crowded, and then I wanted that little divider thing in there, so I just moved it closer to the archway, and it ended up looking alright, but we've moved into the dining room now. This house is very much for like that single person that likes to entertain. Maybe that quirky person who's sort of weird and out there and they want a weird and out there house. Or maybe just an older person who likes sort of things with modern living but likes older style without it being hideous like a lot of the time it is. So that sort of person, but the sort of person that also wants to entertain. I don't know if those sort of people would want to entertain, but you know, if they want to, there's a nice big sort of grand dining room here for them to use. You know, you got to have options. You got to cater for everybody. But the dining room is nice. I like how it turned out. Again, this house is not completely new, at least not for me anyway, about this house, as I said a few months ago, or at least something like it, not completely the same, but quite similar. So I had some idea of what I was doing. The basic layout of it is somewhat the same. It's just changed up a little bit with the styles and little bits and bobs around the place. But, you know, the original design that I had when I was sort of playing around worked, so why change it? I'll just keep it as it is because it's nice and I like it. This hallway actually looks quite nice. I don't know what I like about this hallway so much. It's just a hallway, but I like how it looks. You'll see it in the screenshots, and it does look quite nice. But this house, again, not huge. I mean, it's just a single bedroom, single bathroom house, perfect for a single sim, or maybe a couple. I mean, you could fit a couple in here quite easily. But, you know, we'll see. Who knows? It's entirely up to you. You can also extend this house if you want. You could do a sort of an extension on the side of the house, sort of through the roof, and then just out and add some extra rooms in there if you wanted to. There's always options, you know, and that's the thing with Sims. It doesn't matter what I put up, you guys can always change it and make it better. And that's great. That's what I love about The Sims, you know. You can do something, and people can put their own twist and spin on it. And I love that. I love that so much. It's cool. But just throwing in some rugs up in this hallway. This hallway is much more modern than the rest of the house, I feel. Maybe a little bit too modern. And, you know, in hindsight, I probably would have liked to make it look a little bit more classical. But again, quirky bungalow. It's meant to be quirky. Mismatched things all over the place. That's what it's meant to be. And that is very much what it is. And I like it. That's why I love it. You know, you love people because of their quirks. And this thing has quirks in spades. But this is the bathroom. Actually, quite a sizable bathroom. I mean, for a house this size, you know, a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom house, the bathroom is not small. I mean, it's not huge, but it's not small. It's not the sort of thing that you'd sit in and think, nah, it's too small. I don't like it. But, you know, it looks quite nice. It's nice and light as well. I throw in quite a few lights around the place. Those ones there. I like those lights. They're cool. They sort of look old-styley, but they're new as well. And I think they can work pretty much anywhere, those ones. Wall lights are good. I do like wall lights. I've always been a fan of wall lights. They're nice. Who else likes wall lights? Put your hands in the air if you like wall lights. No? Okay, never mind. But yeah, just throwing in some extra little bits and bobs around the place. Changing up the wooden color of the toilet seat. And then moving into the bedroom, where carpets are still exactly the same as they were before. Woo! I'm so happy about carpets. I already love the carpets that were there. Why change them, right? No, I was kind of hoping they would add some more carpets. Did they add more carpets in the Outdoor Retreat expansion? Because I don't know. I don't have that because I refuse to let EA suck my money like a leech. So I'm not going to buy that pack because... Not because I can't afford it, but because of principle. You know, I'm not going to let them take my money on something that ain't worth $30. If it was $15, $10, $15, yeah, I'd pay for it. But not 30. Not 30. I'll pay 30 for an expansion. Not what is essentially a stuff pack. So there you go. It's principle. Again, principle. You know, it's just, I don't know. I'm very principle-based. I don't like to stray from those things. My ideals and what make me who I am. Oh, there you go. The bricks ended up being grey. Like a lightish grey. As you are seeing there. I like it. I like the pink on the outside. It's quirky. As I said, I've used that word so many times. I probably overuse it. I'm sorry. I'm sure you never want to hear the word quirky again. I've used it that many times. But quirky. 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 Alright, I'll stop now. But now is the landscaping, which looks really nice in this house. I just really enjoy doing landscaping in The Sims 4. I hated doing it in The Sims 3 for some reason. I just loathed it. I hated it with a passion. I hated my life while I was doing it. I just never wanted to do it. But in this, I love it. So kudos to whoever designed the whole landscaping system. Because it's really quite nice. And it looks so pretty when you do it up. Like, especially with a house like this. A lot of the other houses I've done, the sort of front yards look nice, but they maybe don't quite fit. But for this house, these sort of flowers and things everywhere just look really nice. I love how it looks. You'll see when I'm building or doing the landscaping, there are some things not there that are in the screenshots. That's because just after the screenshots, I went back, had a bit of a look over the house, and I thought, oh no, that could be put there, that could be put there. And then just threw a couple of little things in. But we're sort of coming towards the end of the build, just with the last little bit of landscaping. As I said, we do a bit more out the back. There's a little area at the back that you can do, sort of a sitting and barbecue area that your Sims can sit at and entertain if they like to entertain. Entertaining's fun. Not really. I hate doing that. But yeah, this is the little area. You got your barbecue out there. There's a little seat for you Sims to, well, sit on, and then a little table with some shade if it's hot. So there's an umbrella, which is good. Umbrellas is usually used for rain, but you know, whatever. Sun, it can block out sun too. Umbrellas are invincible to everything. It's true. NASA told me so. Or something. Anyway, there's a little back area. Just throwing in a couple of little... Well, there's the umbrella that I was talking about, of course. The seat. The barbecue, so you can cook up a storm, if that's your thing. Or you can have somebody else cook up a storm. That's my thing, you know. Why cook when you can have other people do it for you, right? Philosophy of takeaway, ladies and gentlemen. But that pretty much constitutes the speed build. I throw in a couple of lights so you don't trip over crap in the dark, and we move into the screenshot. There is the front of the house. Oh, it looks so pretty with all the flowers and everything in there. Look at that. Ah, oh, look at that. You got to get in touch with your feminine side with this house. You are manly men who are in the audience. May not be the house for you, this one. You know, may not be the house for you. It's pink. It's got lots of flowers. But it's cute. I like it. It's cool. I like this house. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this house. It's not particularly me, but I love it. It's cool. It's sweet. It's adorable. It's quirky. Words. Descriptive words. Adjectives. Sounds. But yeah, here's the front pathway moving into the house with the living room there. Looks nice. I like how this house turned out. It looks very mismatched. It looks lived in, you know. It looks like somebody actually lives here. It's not just a house. It's not just some walls and a roof. It's actually a home. And that's difficult to recreate because, you know, this is a game. And to be able to create something that actually looks like a home is quite cool. There's another shot across from the other side of the room before we move into the kitchen. Looking very nice. Somebody also asked me, how do you know what's coming in your speed builds? You seem to know when you're going to move to other areas. The answer is I can see the future. It's true. I have no, not really. I have all the tracks laid out on a timeline in Sony Vegas, so I know what's going to happen, you know. Like, I know we're going to cut to another view now, and then, you know, there's another view of the dining room right now, you know. That's not the dining room at all. Jesus Christ, damn it, I don't have powers. Never mind. But that is the hallway. Another shot of the hallway there looking down into the kitchen. The dining room looks very nice before with lots of little things around. Here is the bathroom and just a last few shots of the house. And that is pretty much the video. So I want to thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed Quirky Bungalow because it is very quirky. It is very cool, unique, different, and quite cute if I'm perfectly honest. But thank you all very much for watching. I will catch you in the next video. Until then, as always, stay awesome.